You took a great shot. The lighting was perfect, the composition was exactly right, and then you zoomed in and saw it. Blurry, noisy, soft edges where you needed crisp detail, and now that image is sitting there, unusable, because a low-resolution file doesn't care how good the moment was. This happens every single day, to photographers, to brand teams, to designers who inherit old assets. And the usual fix? Either reshoot, which costs time and money, or live with the quality, which costs credibility. Today I'm going to show you a third option. Low-resolution images aren't just an aesthetic problem, they're a business problem. A pixelated product photo kills conversion rates. A blurry portfolio piece loses you the client. A noisy press image gets passed over by the editor. The cost isn't just one bad file, it's every opportunity that file was supposed to open. Traditional upscaling tools just stretch pixels. They make the file bigger, but they don't make the image better. You end up with something that looks like it was printed on a wet napkin. What you actually need is something that can reconstruct what was never there to begin with. So here we are inside TurboAgents, and I'm on the Image Upscaler tool. The setup is about as simple as it gets. 2 inputs, and you're done. The first field is source image. I'm dropping in a black and white photograph. A moody garage shot of a woman standing with a classic motorcycle taken under a single overhead lamp. It's a striking image, but the file is soft. Details in the engine, the spokes, the leather saddlebag, they're all there in theory, but they're not coming through at the resolution we have. The second input is upscale factor. I'm going all the way, 4 times. That means every dimension of this image is going to be multiplied by 4. Then I hit upscale image and we wait. Watch what happens on screen. TurboAgents moves through 4 stages. First, it analyzes pixel density. It's measuring what exists, what's missing, where the image is weakest. Then it reduces noise artifacts, cleaning up the grain before anything else gets added. Then comes the most interesting step. It hallucinates high-frequency details. That's not a metaphor. TurboAgents is literally reconstructing texture and edge information that wasn't in the original file. Finally, it optimizes the output resolution, and then the result appears. The whole process takes about 20 seconds. Here's the result card. At the top right, you can see the badge, 4x enhanced, confirming exactly what was applied. And below that is the comparison slider. On the left side is the original label, on the right is upscaled, and right in the center is a drag handle you can pull in either direction. When I drag that handle to the right and reveal the original, you can see what we started with, a competent photograph, but one where the fine detail dissolves when you look closely. The motorcycle engine is a dark mass. The spokes are suggested rather than defined. The texture of the leather saddlebag is barely readable. Now drag that handle to the left. The upscaled version comes in and the difference is immediate. Every individual spoke in the front wheel is now sharp and distinct. The engine casing has visible depth. You can see the machining, the bolts, the curve of the exhaust pipes. The graphic on the subject's t-shirt, which was just a dark blur before, now has legible detail. The single overhead lamp casts a beam that has texture to it, real atmospheric depth. Even the industrial background, the beams, the workshop equipment, has resolved into something you can actually read. TurboAgents didn't stretch what was there. It rebuilt what should have been there. And the file tells the story too. The original came in at 1.9 megabytes. The 4x enhanced output landed at 12.4 megabytes. That's the weight of a file that is actually carrying real information, not just inflated dimensions. One click on the download button and you get the full resolution PNG ready to use, file name, format, everything handled automatically. Think about what this replaces. A professional reshoot for a single image can run anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on location, talent, and equipment. A retouching job that delivers this level of detail recovery from a specialist could take hours and bill the same. TurboAgents does it in 20 seconds, and you don't need to know anything about image processing to get a result that looks like you hired someone who does. If you're working with product photography, fashion, real estate, portfolio work, or anything where image quality is directly tied to how seriously you get taken, this is a tool that pays for itself the first time you use it. The Image Upscaler is live inside TurboAgents right now. Link is in the description. If you've got an image sitting in a folder somewhere that you've written off because the resolution wasn't good enough, go try it. You might be surprised what's recoverable. If this was useful, subscribe. We're covering every tool in the TurboAgents suite, one video at a time. See you in the next one.